Home sales in and around Toronto appear to be recovering from the pandemic. For more, I'm joined by Tom Story, sales representative with Royal LePage Signature Realty. Thanks for joining us, Tom.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
So not as many homes sold this June as last June in this region, but that can't be a surprise given the pandemic.
Exactly. Yeah, it's we've kind of come back to full force, I think, a lot quicker than everybody expected. But we have to remember is that when we started this year, like the first 2.5 months, it was going to be a record year in terms of number of sales and price point. And I think a lot of people didn't stop what they wanted to do. They just put it on pause and now they're back at it.
Yeah, clearly everybody had to at least put it on pause because we didn't know if we could even go into homes, have those open houses, welcome people into our homes if we were selling. Now, even though not as many homes have sold in June, prices are still up.
So the big reason why is just because of inventory. So simple supply demand. What's basically happened, it's actually happening more on the freehold side of things. So detached and semi-detached properties, your inventory level would still be classified in a hot seller's market. So all the buyers are coming back out and they're wanting property, but there's still not a ton to choose from. And that's why we're seeing multiple offers coming back into the picture.
Okay, so prices are up 12%?
Yeah, so they're up 12% overall, but what's most interesting is that condos year over year are up about 6%, which is typically what we see with the condo market, but detached is up 14% and semi-detached is up 22%.
Wow.
So what that tells me is people want a little bit more space. Maybe they want some different levels being on Zoom calls all day long. But it's very active in the freehold segment right now.
Yeah, they need some separation, I guess. So what is the average cost for a home in Toronto then?
So right now we're looking just about $930,000 if you look the entire GTA, and that's a record number. We hadn't seen that yet this year. But what's interesting, so like I mentioned before, the housing market, like the freehold market, is doing extremely well. But the condo market, which over the past 5 years has always done very, very well, for the first time has actually slowed down a little bit, where it's taking 3 to 4 times longer to sell that condo. The prices are still good, but the inventory has doubled compared to the freehold market.
So what's the expectation for July?
I think it's going to continue if we keep seeing. So one of the numbers that they showed, year over year is that active listings are also down a significant portion. So if there's less to choose from and people want to get out there, I think the numbers are going to continue to be good. Now, number of sales, I think, will still kind of be lower than what they were at the same point last year for the next few months. But I think the average sale price is going to continue to move up.
You know, it's funny. I'm just beginning to see a few for sale signs pop up. And of course, I haven't seen them in many months. In Toronto, you used to see them all the time. So they're just beginning to come back, as you say. So it's likely the next couple of months will be busy as people try to make up for lost time. Tom, appreciate you joining us. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.